BJ Penn popping up again, claiming that his family has been murdered and replaced in these quote unquote disturbing social media posts. My question to you is, why are they disturbing? Why are we writing this man off as though he has CTE and nothing to say? Listen, guys, if I told you 10 years ago that Epstein's Island was real, a real place where politicians that you voted for and celebrities that you loved, you went to the movies and watched them and enjoyed watching them with your families, celebrities that you love and politicians that you voted for went to an island and did nefarious things. It's documented. You could look up what those nefarious things are, but they are out there and it's a fact. Jeffrey Epstein was arrested, and he has since died. And Ghislaine Maxwell was also put behind bars. So there's documentaries on Netflix, official stuff. Like there, you could look this up for yourself. It's a real thing, and I feel like people should know that it's a real thing, and realize that, hey, man, if I told you that 20 years ago, you would have looked at me and said you're crazy. You would have told me to put a tinfoil hat on. You would have told me to go take a walk. You would have, you wouldn't have believed me. But we now live in a world in 2025 where we know that to exist, and we know that is a fact. We do know the depths of human trafficking and all things like this. Like, we know how crazy this world is. This world is crazy. And yet, you're still going to sit there and act like this is too far-fetched? Really? Really? To me, you just have your head in the sand like an ostrich. You know what I mean? Like, you're not paying attention to the world around you. Because I'm not saying to believe BJ Penn, but I am saying, okay, this man is making a claim about his family. So, let's DNA test them. We could really stop it all right there. We could do a DNA test right there. Boom. Why not? Why not put it to the test? Why not let BJ Penn find out? He's making a claim. Let him find out. It's not the craziest claim either, considering that BJ Penn belongs to a wealthy family in Hawaii. It's not like, BJ's family is a bunch of scrubs or anything like that. Oh, why would the Hawaii government want anything to do with BJ? Well, he's got a lot of wealth. That's why he was able to become the prodigy. He earned his black belt in 3 years, guys, because his family had money and he was able to just be sort of like a beach bum, so to speak, in Hawaii and surf and do his thing and fight, you know what I mean? And just live life how he wants to, be chill, That is the thing. That's the idea behind it. But instead, people like to act as though, this is something to be dismissed. This is something to be written off as CTE. And it's just so disrespectful. It really is. Because, not for nothing, but Dave Chappelle said it once upon a time ago. He once upon a time said, the worst thing you could do is call someone crazy because it's dismissive. And there's a lot of things that you don't see in this world. And this world is, stranger than fiction. He didn't say that last part. I said that last part. But it's true. This world is crazy. And for you to sit there and call someone crazy, it's just dismissive of them. And it's really one of the worst things you could do. So I don't know, man. I'm not saying to believe him. I'm saying let's look into it and let's find out. Let's get to the bottom of this. If he's making this claim, let's get to the bottom of it. And if the family, right? If, let's say, they are clones or doppelgangers or whatever, if the family doesn't want to do the DNA testing, wouldn't that be a red flag to you? I feel like if a member of my family questioned whether or not I was their son or their brother or something like that, their nephew, I would have no problem doing a DNA test. I'd be like, okay, yeah, let's do the test. Let's do the test, no problem, But that gives like Maury vibes. That gives like, oh, you are not the father vibes if you're going to sit there and be like, oh, nah, I don't want to take the pregnancy test, or I don't want to take I don't want to take the DNA test. I don't want to do it. The paternity test is the word I was looking for. That's You are not the father vibes, which means, there's a red flag. So maybe BJ's got a point. All I'm saying is we don't know. All I'm saying is people need to wake up. People need to wake up and understand that this world is stranger than you think. There's a lot of stuff going on in the world that you should know is happening because it's been exposed. There's literally documentaries on Netflix that went viral when they came out on it. You know what I mean? Like, you should know about this stuff by now. And if you don't, you're either too young, or maybe you just literally are someone who is in your own bubble, and that's not a good place to be. Take your head out of the sand, wake up, read something, read a book, like turn your brain on, bro. That's how I feel about people who act like this is the most far-fetched, crazy, oh my God, I don't know. I'm not ready to just disrespect BJ Penn like that, so let me know what y'all think in the comment section below, whether you agree or disagree. It does not matter. Just join the discussion, follow for more, and of course, leave a like if you enjoyed the time spent. Thank you so much, because you are all appreciated.